Yo, gang, it's your boy Quay, and I'm back here with another video, man. I'm back with another story time. Like, glad, but not for real though. I'm back here with another story time. The last time I posted a story time, man, it was so long ago. Like, it was maybe 2-3 years ago. So, yes, sir. Before we get started with the video, man, y'all need to like this video, bro. Real talk, like this video, because this is a story that I barely tell anybody, like at all, even in real life, just in general. So, yeah, let's get straight into it though. My near-death experience, well, this happened on September 19th, 2014. And for the people that's gonna be in the comments talking about like, bro, I don't believe you, you're trolling, you're capping, and all that stuff. Y'all think I'm serious? Like y'all think I'm playing? Like this wasn't like no near-death experience? I'll have a link set up for y'all in the description that shows that I was on the news. Like my mom, she didn't request no pictures or nothing like that. And thank God she said not to put no pictures. I ain't want my pictures all up on the news like that, but I will send y'all the link. So when I send y'all the link will be in the description. So yeah, so basically I was 14 years old. This happened September 19, 2014. And I'm gonna give y'all a rundown on what happened before that incident. Like it was a normal Friday. It was a good day at school. It was my freshman year too, and then it was me going to a new school as well. So throughout that first month, everything was cool. I mean, it was straight. I don't even got the name of the school. The school was called Monday's Mill, okay? And my first month, I guess that was like, because the school started in August, so like the first month, maybe the month and a week or whatever the case may be, it was straight. It wasn't nothing too crazy, but like it was good. People was cool. I met a couple friends and everything like that. Everything was straight. But we're just gonna fast forward to after school. So after school, I get home, right? And I'm gonna give y'all kind of a rundown on how like the neighborhoods were set up, because that day that I had my near-death experience, I was in the process of moving. Really downgrading when it comes to moving, but hey, it is what it is. But the neighborhood that I was moving to, it was called the Palm Brook Apartments. And the way it was set up, say for example, like me, I'm in the middle, right? Me in the middle, this is the Palm Brook Apartments, right? I'm in the Palm Brook Apartments right now, you feel me? On this side was a whole bunch of houses, like the big suburban houses right next to the neighborhood, but it was covered by like a gate. So you know what I'm saying? This was where the suburbs was at. And this was like kind of like where the medium, like I ain't gonna say like the hood was just like, it was for poor people necessarily, but we just gonna say it is for this topic right now. We're just gonna say it was, all right? So then on the right side right here, this is like kind of urban / suburban type of houses, you know what I'm saying? Like some houses was 1 story, 2 stories. It was just a whole bunch of houses going down this road right here. This is the side that I was staying on before I moved into the middle, right? So that day when I went to my old house, before, I told my mom, I was like, I'm finna go outside. I'm finna go hoop for a little bit before we get moving, because I already had some of my stuff packed, but we wasn't like really moving all our stuff to the new neighborhood until like 6 o'clock. And at that time, it was like, when we got out of school, we got out of school at 3 something. Was it 3:30? I believe. Don't quote me on it. I know it was like 3:30, like 3:30, 3:45, some anywhere from 3 o'clock to 3:30. I forgot that. No, 3:15. That's what it was. 3:15. So we got out at 3:15. Got down, so I'm home. I got like 3 hours, 2.5 hours to hoop or whatever. But the main reason why I was going out there to hoop, of course. But then I also had a little female I met at school that I was trying, you know what I'm saying? I had that little, you know, but yeah, so basically I got me and then my ex-partner. You feel me? Y'all gonna know why he's my ex-partner now to this day. Y'all gonna know why when I tell y'all the story, but his name was Vaughn, right? So, I mean, not Vaughn, fuck. I forgot that nigga first name, because fuck that nigga now, but his nickname was Ron. You feel what I'm saying? Not Vaughn, my bad. But, yeah, so we walking, right? I told him, let's go hoop, you know what I'm saying? Because we used to hoop all the time. So we was like, hey, my boy, come on, let's go hoop or wherever the case may be. He like, all right, bet, let's hoop. Cause he stayed like 2 houses down from my old house. You feel what I'm saying? From my old house where I was staying at before I moved into the Palmbrook apartments. So from there, we went to Palmbrook because in the hood that we was at, in the houses and stuff like that, it was a cut that where you can go up the hill, and then once you go up the hill and cut through a little bit, you'll be in the back of the Palmbrook apartments, right? Where it was like a goal and shit like that, right? So we went there, we walking, we cutting through Palmbrook. Now we in the back of Palmbrook. We walking through Palmbrook, and there's like another gate that's at the end of Palmbrook, but in the back of Palmbrook, where you can cut through and go down like a little hill or whatever. And the next thing you know, you'll be kind of in the middle / back of the suburban houses. Now the suburban houses, this is where I was hooping at, and I was trying to talk to this one shawty at. You know what I'm saying? So we get through there, and now the way to get there though, from the hood, because I'm gonna point out everything and exactly what happened. So once you get out the neighborhood, right? Once you get through the cut and you get to the suburban neighborhood, it's like, say this is the street, right? Like this is the street going down. We walking down the street. We'll go down the street. You make the first right at the stop. Make the right at the stop. And then once you make the right at the stop, you keep going straight down a little bit, just a little bit more, maybe 3 or 4 houses past. And then next thing you know how when you cut through houses, where it's like a whole bunch of grass and you can cut through houses, say like right here, right? See where my arms is at? This was where one house is at, and this is where the other house is at. But it was like 2 of them. So it was like 2 right here and 2 right here. And I was cutting through the middle of it, okay? Now, usually when I cut through the middle of it, because it was me and him, and while I was walking, I was kind of in front of him. He was like 2 steps behind me. So, I ain't hear that part. But yeah, he was 2 steps behind me, right? So, when I'm walking down the cut, I see, usually on the left side, because damn, it's hard for me to explain because it's like it happened so long ago. It's like damn near 6 years old now. But you know what I'm saying? But when you cut the down, it'll be 2 houses right here and 2 houses right there. When you first go past the first 2 houses, everything's straight right there. You cutting down, right? But then the first house that's on the left and the first house that's on the right, this right side, they usually have 3 pit bulls on chains, right? But we didn't see them on chains this time. So me and Ron, we thinking these niggas is in the house, right? So we cut, y'all saw the explanation through this way. So we cutting through, right? As soon as but we was more on the left side though, with my left, y'all right. We was more on the left side. You feel what I'm saying? While we was cutting down, because I ain't want to even be near them chains or nothing like that on their property. You feel what I'm saying? So when we going down, we're going down. Once we got through with the cut, and now we in niggas' yards and shit like that now. Mind you, we was more on the left side of the yard, right? And then mind you, again, when we cutting down, this house and that house, the 2 differences between that house, this house was like more in the uphill, like it was more uphill. But when I was going down, I was kind of like really in between it, like a dead ass in between. So when I get through, next thing you know, I look to my right, I see 3 pit bulls off the leash, my nigga, off the fucking leash, chasing me, bro, dead ass chasing me. And as soon as I realized, I seen a truck up the hill. I seen a truck right there. I was about to get the hell on, but when I got the hell on, I slipped because it was kind of like an uphill, and I kind of slipped on the hill because I was running like it was straight, but it was a hill, and I ain't really noticed that shit at the time. So when I ran, I slipped like 3-4 steps in. I slipped, and then when I slipped, I couldn't get up. By the time I try to get up, they on me. I'm not even gonna lie. They on me. And mind you, this is why this nigga Ron not my partner no more. The way it was set up, them 3 pits, bro, if it was 2 of us handling him, or if we were just him just trying to move the big nigga out the way just for a second, we could have easily got up and got the hell on that big dog, and that shit would have been wraps. But this nigga decides to run and tell my fucking mom. Nigga, at this point, bro, my mama's a point, don't get me wrong, but my mama ain't got nothing to do with this at this point right now, bro. If you was my partner, you supposed to be out there trying to hit that nigga with me, bro. You feel what I'm saying? To get this nigga off of me. This nigga just ran like a little bitch, bro. So that shit right there, bro, that's automatic. Like, I ain't fuck with him no more after that. But, well, if y'all want to know another story, tell me what happened between me and him after that, bro. Y'all let me know in the comments below. But when that shit happened, bro, Mind you, and I forgot to tell y'all too, it was 2 females that was watching the dogs too. Like they was my age at the time too, like 13, 14 years old. They over here trying to hit the dogs. They ain't doing shit though. They ain't doing nothing. They still getting me. And I ain't gonna lie, these niggas was on my ass for like a good 20 to 30 seconds. Like no cap, just on my ass, bro. And then next you know, it took neighbors from our this is from what the doctor's telling me and the statements and all that stuff like that. Like I had the paperwork right there. Well, I'm not, it's a little too much to goddamn, I ain't about to do all that right now. But it took at least like, it was like at least 3 or 4 of them niggas out there trying to get them off me. And they eventually get them off of me and everything like that. But by then, I'm already scarred up. I got a couple scars on my face. It kind of cleared up now. You can't really see it as much now, but you'll see that bit right there though. See, I got a stitch right here from the dog bite, and I got a whole bunch on my arms. See what I'm saying? Like, this ain't no joke, bro. Like, real talk. Like, this ain't no joke, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? I got the dog. See the evidence right there? Everything, these was way worse back then, but it's 6 months overdue. So they starting to get smaller and smaller, but, you know, they war scars, man. So I got to deal with it. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, basically, that's what happened. Then, when I got picked up, I ended up getting dragged. I said dragged. I ended up getting picked up to like you see, now you know the house where the dogs was at, right? That next house on the other side, they said they end up taking me there, right? So they taking me there, and this is where I felt like I was about to die, because when they laid me on the floor, I couldn't move nothing. I could barely talk. And I'm not even gonna lie, like I was losing blood like this, bro. Like I was losing blood like a motherfucker, bro. I'm not even gonna cap. And when they were trying to talk to me, I was like I had to talk. Like I was like, I can't. I'm sick. Like I couldn't. Like it was hard for me to talk. Like I really couldn't talk like that. But then eventually the ambulance came, and I kind of just blacked out a little bit. Like I don't know what happened after I told them my information and everything like that, as far as my number and my mom's number and all that stuff like that, and my name. I kind of just blacked out. And I remember waking up in the ambulance, and I just hear my mama, and all I saw, and now I'm in the back of the ambulance like this. I'm seeing outside and everything, but I couldn't see my mom at all. I just hear my mom screaming, like, where's my son? Where's my boy? Just screaming, crying, like all type of shit. Like that shit was sad. I'm not even gonna cap. That shit was sad, bro. Cause I never seen my mom that, like, you feel me, like that worried about me before. Like, and you know how mom's always gonna be worried about you, but that day, bro, that was the most I ever seen my mom. Like, you feel me? Like, yeah. So, yeah, basically, my mama, she ended up going there trying to check up on me. She couldn't really go in and see me. She had to wait to see me at the hospital. I ended up going to the hospital and everything like that. And when I went to the hospital, I just remember going into a room. And it was like, I'm about to give you a shot and you're going to end up falling asleep. They gave me the shot. I fell asleep. And then, you know, I woke up. It looked like it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, or whatever the case may be. Next thing you know, I'm up. I'm stitched up. Hair matted in the bitch. Stitched up like hell. And then the next couple of days, I couldn't really eat nothing. Like it was a wow, bro. Like I was in the hospital for like a week, and then I was like on bed rest for like a fucking month, bro. Like I couldn't move nothing. My arms was swelled up. Stitches looked nasty as hell. Like I got the pictures to this day. Like I ain't look at them pictures in so long. It's probably been like 5 years since I seen them pictures. But when I look at them pictures, bro, like it was bad, bro. I'm not gonna cap. It was bad, bro. Like it was bad, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. But yep, that was my story of my near-death experience when I got attacked by pit bulls. So without that being said, man, I love, and this how y'all know I love y'all guys to death, bro, because it's hard for me to talk about this because I try to forget it, but it's so hard to forget it when you wake up every morning and you see your arm and it's like, damn, you instantly remember that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Even my ear, bro, like I'm not finna be all close. I could just tell by the videos, bro. Like for real. I'm not even finna zoom in or none of that bullshit. But without that being said, man, I love y'all guys, man. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. And let me know if y'all want some more story times. Like I got a lot of stories to tell y'all, bro. Like I've been through a lot, bro. Real talk. Like I've been through a lot. You feel me? So, like I said, if y'all still don't believe me, I will leave a link in the description of what happened, because it was in Riverdale, Georgia. For a lot of and I forgot to tell y'all that too. It was in Riverdale, Georgia, that Riverdale Jonesboro area. So yeah. But without that being said, man, I love y'all guys, man. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, and I got some reaction dropping for y'all boys today, man. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all fuck with my new when I'm gonna explain that in a reaction video. But I love y'all guys, man. Y'all subscribe to my podcast, subscribe to me, man. We on the way to 5K subs. Let's go ahead and get there the fast way. And I love y'all guys, man. I'm out. Gang!